Hi, my name's Dean. I'm a casual diver, and I want to show you a loadout that I use that I feel produces a lot of damage and isn't necessarily meta or anything along those lines. It's just something that I really enjoy using and I've found to be effective. What we know now from the most recent update, and particularly Arrowhead's detailed breakdown on the balance changes that they've made, we know that fire damage or flames scale differently now. So I've enjoyed using that to my advantage. Now, when it comes to my primary weapon, I've gone with the Scythe. Now, I can't comment on the customization side of things as I haven't really had a lot of time to level up my Scythe, but as a base standard or regardless of the level now at the moment, it seems to do the job quite well. So for the secondary, I'm going with the Senator, although I know some people could probably argue that the Redeemer is in fact better at producing more DPS per second. However, with the help of the heat damage along with the Scythe and something else we're going to be using, the Senator helps in taking out the likes of Overseers with as little stress as possible, and sometimes they can be an absolute pain in the arse to deal with. For the throwable, I wanted to use the gas grenade as I had been using the Pyrotech for the few days prior, but I found that in this situation, the gas grenade was really good at crowd control, and it was great at making sure I was keeping a mob of squids in one place so then I could just do whatever I wanted with them, basically. That is, in fact, a hentai joke. I lie. Moving on. When it comes to armor, it's somewhat subjective. I guess if you want to get close and personal, then maybe you could pick something that resists gas or flames, but I myself have picked White Wolf because it gives me that little extra bit of padding without losing the default or standard speed and stamina regen of that medium armor in general. And plus the swag goes hard. So moving on to stratagems, we're immediately going to go with the Stalwart. Its ammo capacity and fire rate is nothing to ever turn your nose up at. If you find yourself in a bit of a pickle, you're out of ammo or you're taking too long to reload, just pull this bad boy out, whack the rate of fire up to 1150 and just press whatever button down is fire. It may well only be light armor penetrating, but its rate of fire and its ammo capacity and the fact that you can reload it while you are running is just the hallmarks of a very good weapon. So Stalwart, whack it in there. When it comes to stratagems, we're going to be going with the gas strike, which on top of the gas grenades that we're also using, it's that extra muscle when it comes to crowd control. It's perfect to use in situations where you want to control an incredibly large amount of squids. And if you're out of grenades or the grenades are too small to control all of them, at least you can rely on this. While we're in the same category, I'll always go with an Eagle 500 kg. You could probably say that there are other things that could produce more DPS, maybe a fire or napalm or anything else. I just really like using these because I feel I'm pretty good at placing them in particular positions and knowing where they're going to be at most effective. And plus, since the 60-day update, it just works. So 500 kg, never leave town without it. Last but not least, too, we'll be going with the Laser Guard Dog Rover. I won't say AXLAS5 because I'm not going to pretend I knew that that was the name. There's nothing much else to say about it other than the fact that it's an extra Scythe. It's going to be producing heat, it's going to be producing fire damage, it's practically going to be delivering the same damage as you're already doing with the Scythe. And as well, like all of the Rovers, if you're caught short and you're desperate for something else to be covering your back, you can potentially always rely on something like this. It's also rather handy when you're taking down those flesh mobs, as we've just found out they have a health pool of 6,000, which is that of a Bile Titan. Like, geez, Joel, what? If you ever find yourself coming across one or two of these flesh mobs, if you've used your grenade already, you've used your primary Scythe to set them both on fire, you've pulled your Stalwart out now to start attacking the blue spots that are all over their bodies, you can rely on this Guard Dog Rover to continue giving that heat and fire damage that's just going to completely melt these things with ease. I'm not claiming to be some sort of expert. I am a casual diver. I've already said that. Oh, and on top of using experimental infusion in case you do get yourself into a pickle and you need to get yourself away from the brink of death, I've found this loadout very comfortable when it comes to my style of diving, and I've managed to deal with these flesh mobs and level 10 Helldives quite comfortably, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, this is my preferred loadout at the moment, or at least regards to the most recent Masters of Ceremony update. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's not necessarily peak or meta or whatever you want to call it. It's just what I have found very much effective and I've had a lot of fun with. If you think it needs changing, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Oh, I also stream on this channel along with Twitch and Kick. Those links will be in the description down below. This is also a new style of content. My stuff's usually heavily scripted, so this is kind of nice to just do off the cuff, and I'm going to try and do more of this type of content. But it's nearly midnight and I need to sleep. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment if you want to. If not, be gone. See you later. Bye.